Mothers who experience postpartum rage are often doing way too much. Welcome back to another video from Rage Mama. Today we're going to be talking about 5 reasons why Rage Mamas are good mamas. Don't forget to stick around to the end where I tell you what you can do about your postpartum rage. Number 1. Mothers who are highly attuned to their babies are actually primed for rage. In new mothers, the part of the brain called the amygdala is highly activated. And the reason that it's highly activated is that so mothers can be very sensitive to their baby's needs. Makes them highly empathetic and attuned mothers to be able to best care for their children. And when the amygdala is highly activated, it also makes them hypervigilant and very sensitive to threat. The amygdala is also responsible for emotional regulation, especially when it comes to fear, making them quite literally ready to pounce. Not just ready to meet their baby's needs at a drop of a dime, but also to be activated with rage at the sense of any potential threat. A mother who is highly attuned and empathetic and meeting their child's needs is a good mother. This leads us to number 2. Rage within mothers often comes from a place within them that makes them fierce protectors. Like I mentioned with the amygdala specifically, but in various aspects of mothers' neurology and physiology, their bodies and minds are primed to flood themselves with big bursts of energy and big reactions to act at the drop of a hat to protect their young. And protecting their young includes protecting themselves, because biologically their body knows that they are needed and dependent on for their child's survival. So scanning for any potential threat to their children includes scanning for potential threats to themselves. Now their rage reaction may seem disproportional to whatever threat may be going on or whatever might have triggered the rage. And this type of rage and protection may seem unnecessary in the modern world, but it's important to understand that 1, our bodies don't understand the context of us being in the modern world, and 2, mothering in the modern world actually exacerbates this rage. Talk about that later. A mother who protects her young is a good mother. Number 3, sleep deprivation raises the potential for rage. Postpartum is much more than just bad sleep. It's a phase of chronic extreme sleep deprivation. And this extreme sleep deprivation can last from months to years. Night in and night out. Mothers are woken up anywhere from every 15 minutes to every few hours. And when they're woken up, they don't go right back to sleep. They are up for anywhere between 20 minutes and an hour. It's really hard to fathom what that kind of disrupted, hugely fragmented sleep and overall lack of sleep summation does to oneself until you're in it. That amount of stress from the sleep deprivation affects the mind's ability to regulate emotions. It further activates the amygdala and it raises cortisol. When cortisol is consistently raised, our minds interpret things that are neutral as negative. This is no wonder that lack of sleep is the leading cause for postpartum rage. But a mother who tends to her baby through the night is a good mother. Number 4, breastfeeding effects. Prolactin, the hormone that allows mothers to produce milk, is also related to emotional dysregulation, specifically irritability and frustration. Moreover, nutrient depletion is also very common postpartum, especially with breastfeeding mothers. And nutrient depletion is another factor for postpartum rage. We may think that a mother is receiving adequate care, but truly what her body needs is way bigger than our modern amount of care, support, nutrition, medical attention that women are receiving. Also, regardless if the mother is breastfeeding, there are many other factors beyond breastfeeding that would cause postpartum rage and make a rage mama a good mama. Sustaining the baby's life under an immense lack of support compared to what her body biologically needs is incredibly taxing and potentially a physiological threat to the body and mind. A mother who nourishes her child is a good mother. Number 5, modern systems exploit mothers. I mentioned that the modern world exacerbates postpartum rage. This is because there is real physical, mental, emotional, and physiological threat to mothers mothering in the modern world. The isolation, even with support that we believe that we have, it's not to the biological extent that we need. The isolation, the lack of adequate care, the impossible expectations and demands are all sadly normal circumstances, or what we would consider normal and expected in new moms today. But they are actually biologically very harmful to the mother and the baby, and therefore are interpreted as a threat to a highly activated body. Postpartum rage is actually very accurate in detecting threat, whether or not it seems proportional to the overall trigger like I mentioned. It is able to sense this deeper knowing of things aren't right, I am not safe, my body is not getting what it needs. Mothers who experience postpartum rage are often doing way too much. They don't just want help, they don't just want a village. They and the baby biologically need the village. These mothers are pushed to their absolute limit in order to care for their baby, and they are good mothers. Now that we've talked about 5 reasons why rage mamas are good mamas, let's talk about what we can do about postpartum rage. The most foundational thing that you can do is actually have a relationship with your rage. Without realizing it, many of us push down our rage, try to get rid of it, try to fix it. We are taught that rage is something to be ashamed about, whether that's something that we feel internally about ourselves or that we are receiving from the outside. However, this shame actually only perpetuates the rage cycle. Shame causes feelings of being unsafe in the body due to our biologically driven need to belong. Shame breaks that. Having this environment of feeling unsafe within the body makes our nervous system and our mind latch on to the rage as a means of protection. And then when we rage out, we often feel shamed or are made to feel shamed, and the cycle continues. To feel safe in the body, we need to feel like we belong. And that is externally, but it also starts within ourselves. We need to see all parts of ourselves, including our rage, as worthy of having empathy toward, curiosity toward, and of having a relationship with. The rage is giving us important information that we can only get from building trust in that relationship, rather than focusing on those surface level triggers that aren't necessarily pointing towards what we're deeply needing. If you're a mother who wants to face the realities of motherhood, feeling validated, understood, empowered, if you long to be able to remain sturdy and at peace within yourself while you're facing chaos and challenges, to be a model for your kids and change the relationships around you, to ensure and advocate for yourself so you receive more care and respect, most importantly to come home to yourself in a sense of belonging and love, I invite you to join my one-on-one coaching for mothers. I've been an internal family systems coach for 10 years, supporting clients through breaking cycles and catalyzing change. Since becoming a mother myself, I've created Rage Mama to focus on serving mothers specifically, from someone who understands, will validate, will see you in your reality, empower you rather than pathologize what you're going through, and support you not just in your identity as a mother, but through what comes up as you're a woman going through motherhood. If you're interested in working with me on my one-on-one coaching for mothers, I have a link down below with a 50% off discount code, and I'd love to see you for your first session. Thank you for watching this video. If you appreciate it, please like and subscribe, share with your fellow mom friends, and you can also check out my merch. I'm wearing my Blame the System, Not the Mother shirt today, and I will see you in the next video.